Alright guys, this is Rypo with a random toy review, and what I have for you right now would be a deluxe class Dark of the Moon Starscream. And as you can see, this is a pretty small version of him. There would be a Voyager class Dark of the Moon Starscream, but haven't picked up that yet. So, well, since I also like the deluxe class, I opted also to pick this one up. Okay, so you'll be getting Starscream and the rest of the Dark of the Moon robots out of the blister in their vehicle form. And in this case, the movie Starscream has been an F-22 Raptors ever since. And in this version, you can actually see that carried over somewhat from the Revenge of the Fallen design for Starscream. Top view shows an excellent representation of a F-22 Raptor. Very much looks like the real thing, except for the Cybertronian markings all over the body and wings also. The Decepticon logo is pretty much hidden from all the markings along the body, so you might not notice that right away. In terms of the front view, yeah, pretty much like a regular F-22 Raptor, except for some kibble here and here. Could have hidden that, but we'll just wait for Voyager Starscream if they did some justice with this kibble. Side view pretty much shows a bulky F-22 Raptor, but in this view you can actually see the landing gear, which is pretty handy if you'll be displaying it on a cabinet, or just like if you would just like to have it displayed on the table. Okay. The bottom view, there's a lot going on here actually. The bulk, all of the kibbles, all of the supposedly hidden parts are exposed here. And if you fold the landing gear, not so much, not so neat. So in any case, I'd like to show Starscream like so, in an isometric 3D view, flying in a base, in an action base or something, and that would do it. That will do it fine. That will do it justice. Alright, so let's come to the part that you've all been waiting for. Let's transform Starscream into his robot mode. We'll take care of the tail portion first. Okay. And then we'll actually have to lift the wings a bit, like so. Alright. Alright, then next comes the arms. You'll have to actually swing them out first, like so, and swing it out on the sides. There. Alright, and then fully extend the arms, like so. Okay. Back to the wings and the tail portion. We'll actually have to swing the wing around probably 180 degrees there. Alright, and then swing out the kibble here, swing it out so that it will form part of the torso there. Alright, taking care of the tail portion, you'll just have to lift it up, and if you notice, there would be a couple of tabs here. Alright, you'll just match it up with the I don't know if it's gonna be focused on the camera well, but there are two notches here, one for each side, that you'll have to match the tabs for the tail portion, so that you can have Starscream's back. Legs comes next. First, swing out both legs on its side, bring them down. Alright. Landing gear actually forms part of the foot, so you'll just leave it out like that. And there. Okay, so this is the part that I love to do the most. I actually think that it's a vague homage to the Valkyries from Macross. Pull this down, pull the crotch part down, open this part up, and also at the rear part. Okay, swing the cockpit down. You'll reveal the head. Swing it down like that. Close the crotch part, and then close the rear part, and then put the arms down, and there you have it. Robot form, Starscream. There. Okay, so let's talk about articulation. Start with the head. Actually pivots about 270. Alright, very good articulation there. The hands are somewhat like most of the Transformers from the movie. They overextend from the hip joint, so it's kind of like gorilla proportions for me, which is I kind of love. Okay, legs, the thighs are actually in a ball joint. Very good articulation with that. Foot are in hinge joints. Fairly good amount of articulation there, and you can actually bend it so that Starscream can do starting poses. Love this bit, but that's just all there is. You can't pivot part of the leg here or part of the foot, so that's a minor disappointment for me. Okay, the back looks pretty bland in contrast with the tattooed portion here. Pretty bland on the, well, more on the gray side actually, and there are actually two hard points which I will be discussing in a bit. The Dark of the Moon figures come with a new gimmick called Mech Tech weapons. These are weapons that are available for each robot. They're actually part of the vehicle form and the robot form. In Starscream's case, they come with the null ray. Okay, you can mount the null ray cannons like so in the forearm hard points. Okay, this one you can actually have it in gun form and in blade form. Pretty nice touch there. Alright, and you can also store them at the back hard points. So either way, if you want to have it look more blade-like or gun-like, alright, let's have both in uniform, dual guns, alright. Okay, so there. Alright, but the Mech Tech weapons actually shine when they transform. Look out for that hip joint. It's rather loose. Okay, the Mech Tech weapons actually shine when you transform them. So in this weapons case, you just join them at the ends, and you notice that there'll be there'll be a set of movements for the other one, forming a very impressive long dual blade for Starscream. Unfortunately, you wouldn't be able to mount this in his hands because there are no hard points for that. But what you can do is you can mount it in one of his forearms, and you'll have it like so. Let's see here. Okay, so there you'll have a big badass looking dual sword for Starscream. Okay. Overall, I like the Mech Tech weapons. They had a certain flair, but for Starscream's case, I don't know. I haven't bought the other figures yet, but in Starscream's case, it's rather bulky. Okay, so what are my final thoughts for this figure? It's a good figure. It's a fair figure for me. The Voyager class Starscream, which could be available in stores as I'm making this review right now, would be available right now. Could be better in my opinion, but so far as I'm concerned, I'm pretty much happy with this because for one thing, I like this Macross homage which they show you in the chest panel. I'm a very big fan of Macross, and this actually brought a ton of happiness for me. The solidity of the torso, you actually don't have much empty space here, not unlike the other figures past. Overall, good articulation, reflects much of what it is in the movie. But for the bad points, for one thing, Starscream, well, his colors passes off as a little bit bland for me. I love gray, and I don't mind a little color in my gray, but this is a bit too bland for me. This here could use a little more detail actually. I may have to line it with a micro pen sooner or later. I'll show pics on that in my DeviantArt account, maybe. Alright? And the fact that you can't mount the Mech Tech weapons in his hands is a big minus for me. And what else? Jet form is a little bit too bulky for me, except if you display him in a top view pose, so that you can actually hide much of the kibble. But overall, yeah, this figure is it's a good buy. It's not actually a best buy, but it's a good buy. Alright? But okay, stay near the end of this video. I'll show you one more cool thing that you can do with Deluxe Starscream. Okay, it's coming in a few. Okay, here's what I'm talking about. With a few more tinkering on Starscream's transformation, you'll have Starscream in a secret Gerwalk mode. Okay, you'll have to figure this one out. Thank Shojiko Mori for this mode. And with this is Ripo with another random toy review. More to come, everybody. Thanks for